Greetings, beautiful souls. Greetings, beautiful star seeds. Now let's continue on this journey between the full moon and new moon. So the new moon is just ahead of us and you're already feeling the effect of that energy. So on the calendar, according to astrology, it is tomorrow, April 30th, Saturday. Now, I do believe we don't need to necessarily focus just on that exact time and exact day. And I know that those, very deeply involved in the astrology will debate me on that. But I just go with this energy feel and I simplify many, many, many things because there's just so much of complicated, right? So we can pick up in simplicity. So what we can focus on the new moon. New moon is the manifestation, bringing our best possible self out and seeing what it is that we would like to attract in our life. A lot of people, to write this new moon manifestation checks and do a lot of rituals and the things. Well, do what is it that is working for you. I will suggest that on the new moon, we will continue working with that self-acceptance, what we did on the last new moon, but this time we're gonna really bring it in the fullness and the depthness that we will accept to be a human. You are a starseed being, and you are also a human in training. Wherever you look, you hear the stories. I hate to be human. I remember being from the cosmos, from so-and-so planet, and I had this kind of the life. And here I am stuck in the human body. It is not working, as I would like it to work. I'm not fully evolved or open in my abilities, and my empathy is killing me, and all this negativity around me and so much on. We do tend to complain about everything around us, and we do fall into the scenario of hating to be human and hating the human experiences. And perhaps it's time to change it. Perhaps it is time to put it on our manifesting memos for ourselves. I love to be a human. Check. I love to be human. Check. I love to be a human. Why not? You, I, and everybody that we know, they are in the human body. And there's a reason for it. You are the ambassador of your soul family. You have volunteered to come to the earth. You were like, I'm gonna go. It's gonna be so much fun. And here, from the human experience, you go like, oh God, what is it I was thinking about? Oh, doesn't sound as great as, I don't even remember when I have decided to do that, right? So let's erase all of that, or let's accept all of that, right? That is the better choice of the words. Not to erase, but accept it. Accept that, yes, you are a starseed. You may have came from civilization that is 7, 8, 9 dimensional. You may have came from the civilization that you originate yourself from some different kind of the universe or parallel universe, or from somewhere way beyond kind of this universe. And somehow you end up here to be a human being with a full-blown amnesia and trying to crawl yourself up, to some kind of the understanding. Once you get a little reach of it, or taste, or the feeling of your home, suddenly you keep rejecting yourself and you keep hating your life. Now, what happens at that moment? You block your abilities and you block your mission, what you came here to do. You can't be an ambassador of your family if you are hating the tool that actually carries on the mission. Your body, your beautiful body, it's a fine instrument. It is a tool that carries on your mission. If your soul family could have done the job, whatever it is that they want to do, let's say assisting the humanity in evolution, bringing the healing arts, bringing the knowledge bringing the technology, whatever it is, if they could do it from high above and don't have to set the foot on the earth, I think they would do it, don't you think? I don't think they would send you down here to do the work. You are probably the best trained one. That you came here, you were trained that you will overcome the amnesia, that you will overcome the difficulties of the human body, that you will learn to transform the human body into a higher version, a fifth dimensional cellular structure version of it that will be functioning in this, density in this world of the earth, and that you will be compatible with the energies of your soul star family, with your body, and that way you will carry on what you came here to do. See, the body responds to the love and happiness. If you are unhappy, if your life is miserable and everything is happening to you, doesn't respond well. It's kind of like, it's like a sponge. What you have inside, it will sponge it back to you. So if you have this, I hate my life, it will attract all kind of the situation that will help you and assist you to hate your life even more. And I do understand that you may have had a horrible childhood, you may have been abused, you may have a horrible later on growing up experiences, you may have encountered so many problems. This world is not fair, we all know that. And so it is challenging to really to kind of step yourself and says, do I love it here? And see, this is a trick because everything around you want to tell you, no, that can't even be compared to the home. I know when I felt the Pleiades for the first time, I was like, oh, can I stay here? When I went to the Crystal City for the first time, my first reaction was, can I stay here? Can you just please keep me here? And every time I was shown the picture of my children and says, well, make a choice. Are you ready to leave your children? Are you ready to leave them to whatever's going to happen to them? Or would you like to be there in their life and alongside to assist, the others to carry on your mission? And every time my choice was like, okay, I'm going back, as beautiful as it is, going back. It took me many years to literally figure it out. That feeling that I felt in the Crystal City, or I felt in the Pleiadians, or I felt when I was on the spaceship, I can recreate within myself. Every single one of us can. You can recreate a feeling of what we would call home, or the soul family, or something that feels so close to your heart. You can recreate it within yourself by stopping hating your experience, by stop listening all these suggestions from around, that maybe we're all gonna end up in the war, there's gonna be the famine, we're all gonna go into the financial failures, and so much on. I mean, that itself brings so much of fears. Do we really know if it's gonna be happening, if it's gonna be true? There are those hard, core believers that do believe that it's gonna happen. There are those, maybe like me, who says, well, let's see, maybe if just enough of us to change, a lot of things can be changed. Future is not set in the stone. So stop listening to your outside influences. And on this new moon, just stand there and focus on yourself. Take your socks off. Walk barefoot on the grass. Breathe with your feet. Put your face into the sun. Look at the trees, at the greens. Pet your animals if you have any. Go for ice cream. What makes you happy to be human? Find it. What makes you happy inside, not what makes you happy from the outside influences. Okay, the ice cream can be counted for the outside influences, right? Even the pets, but something that really brings that feeling inside of you. It is so exciting to to think about it, that Your soul, mind, consciousness have traveled vast of the universe. And now it is in this vessel. It is somewhere inside, right? It is that consciousness, at least part of this consciousness, is somewhere inside. And it wants to be alive. It wants to be alive in this world. It wants to share. And your human self goes like, I hate you, I hate me, it's bad, and nobody understands, and so much on. You can be happy at any kind of life situation. Happiness is a choice. Loving yourself is a choice. It is something that nobody will bestow upon you. And if you have somebody to love you and that person leaves out of your life, then you are heartbroken, right? Who will fix that heartbreak or your heart back? You, and only you. You have a choice how you feel about yourself. So how about for the new moon, we will manifest to feeling great about ourselves, even if you have to fake it. I feel great about myself. I love myself. I give myself a hug and I pet my body and I appreciate myself for how far I came. I'm a star being training to make it work into human body. And so are you. So let's enjoy to be aliens in the human body. And let's really crack the code. Let's learn how these bodies are working. Play with it, have fun. It's like somebody today gives you the car that you have never driven before, with some mysterious kind of the engine, maybe like the quantum speedy time traveling engine. And you go there, they, looking at it goes like, oh my God, we gave her the thing, like, we went far for it. And you go like, oh God, I hate it. I don't know what each button is. And I pushed this, something happened, don't even know what happened. Maybe I broke it, maybe I didn't break it. Let's learn. Let's have fun. Really sit with it. How does your soul feel? Cover your ears, hear your heartbeat, hear your blood running through your body. Explore it. There's a whole inner world inside of this body, something I'm currently writing about, which is so exciting. And you will feel differently about yourself. Now we know that when you change yourself, you change this world, right? It's a famous saying. And that's how the change in this world can happen. We cannot wait for the outside forces to make the change, because that's not going to be on the free soul will of the collective humanity. But we can go around. We can back reverse it. Isn't that exciting? If there's enough of us who will really embrace self-love and he says, you know what, I accept it. So I am a Pleiadian being. I traveled to different kind of the planets and definitely visited few more up there, but the Pleiades is close to my heart. So I've been there and now I am a human. And I'm going to learn how this human thing works. So I didn't come from the beginning to the end to understand it all and got the amnesia. It's absolutely difficult. But let's have fun. Do you know that this body is actually equipped with multidimensional abilities? That the body is equipped with time traveling abilities? Whew. Isn't that enough to get you excited about life? So yeah, it is a journey. It is a self-exploring and learning journey. But think about it. If you want to learn and let's say practice the heavy lifting or do the qigong to cultivate your energy, it takes you a time. It is not overnight magical thing. God, I wish, to get the muscles over the night, right? It would be great. Doesn't work like that. So let's be real and let's set out the intention that I love myself. So I hope you find this message helpful. Love yourself. Forget about whatever is there in the life for those 2 weeks, until we go into the full moon. Of course, participate in life, observe what is going on, and create a better future. But put yourself first. Focus yourself. Once you develop and change yourself, self-love is the cultivation of yourself, of your ability, of your starseed self. That is how you open all these magnificent kind of the abilities that you have. I can sit here for the hours to talk about it. So I love you, love you, love you. Have a wonderful new moon. And if you enjoy my classes, I starting a 4 weeks language of light classes on the Tuesday, which I believe is the May 3rd. I may have a wrong date, but it's the first Tuesday in the May. And then I'm playing with the idea to do a Starseed course. Maybe we'll do 4 to 6 weeks of the different star nation and focus on the developing of abilities. I definitely want to, help you to develop your abilities, not just to talk about them, but really find a way, how can we train them, and how we, really find that beauty of connection with our body, because every single ability that you have is based on this body and running literally through all this body, right? It is not just some esoteric knowledge that sits up there in the cloud and you go like, wow, that was great. And then you go, and your body was like, oh God, who's gonna make my dinner today? Well, I didn't master to magically make the dinner itself yet, but hey, you never know. All right, beautiful beings. I love you. I hope you find the humor in it. Have a great week. And in the May, we're going to connect for the Pleiadian alignment. Love and light from my heart to yours.